flood alert that is, and Lassa fever alert, promised that adequate budgetary provision will be created for it at all levels. She charged staff of the agency to execute its core mandate ultimately to the benefit of citizens nationwide, explaining that the directorate was created to help execute policies and programs of government. Benue State Acting Director of NOA, Mr. Mark Deuna, promised the staff's readiness to deliver on the agency's mandate and appealed for the provision of a functional vehicle, working tools and other logistics to accommodate the running costs of the additional departments.
The number of blind persons in Plateau State is about 2.7%, which is higher than the 0.7% national prevalence rate. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Nicholas Bamlong, stated this during a walk to commemorate this year's World Glaucoma Week in Jos. Dr. Bamlong said this year's theme, Uniting for a Glaucoma-Free World, requires collective action, cooperation, and unity among individuals, organizations, and governments, which he says resonates deeply with the state's commitment to ensuring accessibility and quality health care for the people. The Eye Health Manager of non-governmental organization Health and Development Support Program, HANDS, Mr. Abalis Dasat, noted that glaucoma was a leading cause of blindness globally, hence the need for awareness. Mr. Dasat expressed concern that the signs of glaucoma were often silent till when it is too late. He stressed the need for Nigerians to always have their eyes checked, as blindness comes with challenges on the individual and the society.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
We health, now we end the day. All of us get work to do on top am. Time don't reach make we for sabi, can't take care from the beginning. Shey you sabi say HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and hepatitis na something we fit to dodge from, treat, and even no be death sentence again self. Knowledge na power. You fit to live correct, better life wey go make sense. Treat and get help when you need am. They fit to manage HIV with treatment. Syphilis own na antibiotics, and for hepatitis na vaccine we go take knack am to fit escape from am. Regular testing na key for all of us to fit dey safe. Together we go fit stop the spread of HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and hepatitis. Always dey go for testing to sabi your status and stay safe. Prevention, treatment na your hand e dey. Prevention na key. Together we go fit end this pain. Follow your doctor relate. Run your test today. HIV, AIDS no be death sentence o. Enter we public health center wey near you pass today. This message na from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
True strength. What defines it? The brilliance of a player, or when a team comes together to win. A solo beat, or the rhythm of many. The flair of one dancer, or the art of a troupe. One distinct voice, or the beauty of the symphony. At FCMB Group, we build ecosystems, empower communities, and create the future. Because we believe it's not just one, but the power of the group that delivers the future we all desire. FCMB, the power of the group.
Electoral Reform Hour, our live-sponsored political education program, will now take the air from 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning on the network service of Radio Nigeria. Remember to join us every Thursday from 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning for Electoral Reform Hour with your host, Ezenwa Nwagu. Electoral Reform Hour is brought to you by Pairing Advocacy and Advancement Center in Africa, PACA, with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
Thank you for staying tuned. As we reported earlier, over 216 Chinese companies have expressed interest in investing across various sectors in Nigeria, with 74 firms focusing on the oil and gas industry. The total investment pledges from China have reached nearly $40 billion, reflecting a growing economic collaboration between Nigeria and China. The Director General, Nigeria-China Strategic Partnership, Dr. Joseph Tegbe, stated this at the unveiling of the Nigeria-China Sustainable Business, Trade and Investment Summit organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Nigeria-China Parliamentary Relations in Abuja. Dr. Tegbe said the federal government was adopting strategies to foster greater collaboration between Nigerian and Chinese businesses to promote technology transfer and knowledge sharing. The chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Nigeria-China Parliamentary Relations, Mr. Jafar Yakubu, said the Nigeria-China Bilateral Business, Trade and Investment Summit 2025 will provide investment opportunities, showcase market-ready projects for investor engagement, foster collaboration, and strengthen the business environment through partnerships.
The Nigeria-China Relations Committee was established to acknowledge the growing influence in the global economy and its significant impact on Nigerian economic development. Through our service delivery, we identify ease of doing business partnership between Nigeria and China.
The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Dr. Yu Dunhai, represented by the Minister Chancellor of the Embassy, Mr. Wang Yingqi, said the summit was a noble idea to further boost bilateral relations between Nigeria and China.
Nigeria enjoys our largest partner on trade, investment, and infrastructure cooperation for so many years. We have a great opportunity to further expand our cooperation in these sectors, and we are very happy to see President Bola Tinubu had a very successful state visit to China, and they had a very important discussion with our President Xi Jinping. The agreement they reached sets the guidelines for our two countries and also mobilize business circle to further enhance our cooperation.
The consultant to the Committee on Nigeria-China Relations, Dr. Kunle Yusuf, identified ease of doing business as a major hurdle in fostering seamless business, trade and investment partnerships between both countries. He explained that the summit would address the challenges of ease of doing business and provide laws and regulations that facilitate a more conducive business environment in Nigeria.
President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to economic reforms, national development and unity. He stated this when he hosted the leadership of the Nigeria Senate for an iftar dinner at the presidential villa. Bello Wakili completes the report.
Speaking on behalf of President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima emphasized the importance of well-structured policies and proper education in driving sustainable progress. He highlighted the administration's bold economic policies, including the realignment of the exchange rate regime and petroleum sector reforms, which are expected to yield long-term benefits. Shettima praised Bola Tinubu as a visionary leader who is resolute in addressing national challenges. He underscores the importance of strong collaboration between the executive and legislature, describing the Senate as a critical partner in achieving the administration's goals.
The party reform generated a lot of controversy, but only a courageous leader that can have long-term vision. Political leaders have short-term vision, great leaders have long-term perspective on issues. And here we are. NNPC and Dangote are struggling to see who will sell fuel as the lowest price.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio reaffirmed the legislature's support for President Bola Tinubu's administration, commending the government's effort in stabilizing the economy.
The things are getting better. Our government is that we continue to stand shoulder to shoulder. We are sometimes misunderstood by the public, but we don't think to learn as Nigeria.
Akpabio acknowledged the improvement in economic conditions, including easing inflationary pressures and enhanced food production. He emphasized the importance of unity and collaboration between the executive and legislature to drive national development. From the presidential villa, Bello Wakili, Radio Nigeria.
A coalition of opposition lawmakers has raised an alarm over an alleged fresh plot to stop the People's Democratic Party (PDP) from holding its national convention this year. The coalition has also alleged that there is a deliberate plan to ensure that the PDP did not present presidential candidate for the 2027 elections. The spokesperson of the coalition of opposition lawmakers, Mr. Ikenga Ugochinyere, while briefing journalists at the National Assembly Complex Abuja, explained that the attack by some thugs at the National Party Secretariat during National Working Committee's meeting was part of the plans. Mr. Ugochinyere alleged that the thugs were paid by those who were bent on destabilizing PDP as the nation's major opposition party.
The thugs that attacked members of the NWC had the one intention to stop the members of the National Working Committee from conducting their weekly meeting. But as God will have it, the staff of the party secretariat joined these courageous members of the National Working Committee to resist these miscreants.
On the River State political crisis, the group commended Governor Siminalayi Fubara for being peaceful and law-abiding to Supreme Court judgment despite political provocations. The coalition of opposition lawmakers, while encouraging the people of River State to rise and defend democracy in the state, noted that for the state to witness good governance, the people must resist all attempts to hijack a democratically elected government in the state.
The River State House of Assembly has resolved to call on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) to investigate the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, retired Justice Adolfo Zenebeli, on the financial activities of the commission. The request followed a motion sponsored by 26 lawmakers and moved by the member representing Okerika constituency, Mrs. Linda Somari Stewart, urging the House to invite the EFCC and the ICPC as well as the Commission's bankers to peruse the bank statement to the Commission from 1st January 2024 till date. The Speaker of the House, Mr. Martin Amawule, put the motion into vote with the whole House adopting all the prayers of the motion. The House gave second reading to 3 bills, which were a bill to grant the River State House of Assembly the powers, privilege, and immunity to carry out its legislative duties, a bill to repeal the State Independent Electoral Commission law, and a bill to repeal the River State Local Government law. Our correspondent reports that there was no mention of Governor Siminalayi Fubara's visit to the State Assembly quarters all through the plenary.
Following the fire outbreak which occurred on Tuesday night and destroyed property worth millions of naira at the popular Aleshiloye market in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, the affected traders have called on the state government to find lasting solution to such frequent incident. As at the time of filing this report, our correspondent who visited the scene yesterday said the fire outbreak, which started last night, was yet to be completely put out. Speaking with Radio Nigeria, one of the market leaders, Mr. Oluranti Adejaye, explained that despite the fact that Aleshiloye has a fire service station, they were unable to quench the fire due to insufficient water and poor condition of service vehicles.
Why this fire started yesterday is to start calling various fire brigade stations in Ibadan. Quite unfortunate. None really run to attend to the situation. And the inferno now moved from the first stage to the second stage to the third line to the fourth line. None of the fire brigade office is working. Something should be done.
Another trader who spoke in Yoruba language called for decisive action against those on duty when the incident occurred for their poor response to the incident. However, the traders who are now living in fear called on government to put adequate measures in place against future occurrence.
The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, has inaugurated 11-man steering committee to advise the federal government on ways to provide alternative power supply to tertiary institutions in the country. At the inauguration in Abuja, Chairman Board of Trustees of TED Fund, Malam Aminu Masari, charged the members to be dedicated to their assignment to revive the fortune of higher institutions bedevilled with various challenges, including insufficient electricity supply, which has hampered research and innovation in the institutions. Malam Masari called on the committee to look into critical areas that could improve efficiency.
repeating all the brief expected efforts to move Nigerian education system forward to achieve the optimum goal in terms of getting power in our institutions. On behalf of the members, we promise Nigerians and we accept the responsibilities as expected of us.
The chairman of the committee, Mr. Sunday Adepoju, promised to deliver on the terms of reference.
We have avoided the disruptions in the current objectives of the encourage anxiety among students. We've been very organized and sustained the added adoption of sincerity and charity-oriented solutions to address these concerns.
The committee has 8 weeks to submit its reports.
Over 10,000 candidates out of the over 53,000 that applied have been admitted to various courses in the University of Jos. The Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Tanko Ishaya, who stated this at the matriculation ceremony of the 2024-2025 academic session, said 66 of them are foreign students. Describing the selection process as very tight, the Vice Chancellor told them to count themselves lucky and charged them to maintain the good name of the university, as it will not tolerate anyone found wanting in character and learning. Professor Tanko Ishaya said they would do everything possible to ensure the safety of lives and property of the students, urging them to be conscious of their environment throughout their stay in the university. The Vice Chancellor stressed the commitment of the university to impart in them all the necessary knowledge required to develop their skills, values and character that will define their future. The former governor of Imo State, Senator Rochas Okorocha, commended the federal government for reintroducing the National Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, describing it as a positive step for ensuring that children go to school, considering the high level of illiteracy in the country. Senator Okorocha said the figure that over 100 million children in Africa do not attend schools, 20 million of which are in Nigeria, was unacceptable. He promised to partner with the university through his organization, Rochas Foundation, to support education of Nigerian and other African students.
Next is Defense Update.
Welcome to Defense News Update. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has reactivated its standby force to curb terrorism and other trans-border crimes in the sub-region. The Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badru Abubakar, announced the activation during the 43rd edition of the ordinary meeting of the ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff held in Abuja, Nigeria. On the occasion, the Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badru Abubakar, said the meeting underscores their shared commitments for addressing the critical security challenges confronting the ECOWAS sub-region. Alhaji Badaru charged the ECOWAS chiefs of defense to take advantage of the gathering, mobilized against all threats.
The activation of this force underscores our collective determination to confront the threat of terrorism with regards to security and ensure.
The Minister of Defense expressed confidence that the deliberation at the meeting will be matched by the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and determination. The ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Dr. Abdul Fattah Musa, said despite the recent withdrawal of 3 African countries, namely Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, from the regional body, the ECOWAS maintained free movement of persons and goods. Dr. Musa urged the gathering to critically examine the implications of their withdrawal on the deliberations.
The member states have already led contingent who will form the core of the brigade.
The Commissioner for Political Affairs noted that the pledges by member states were being reconfigured in compliance with the directive to activate the standby force in the kinetic method. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, said the meeting demonstrates a collective drive towards whilst addressing the various security threats that afflict the region. He therefore urged the armed forces, the political leadership by entrenching a conducive and secure environment for economic development to strive. In the meantime, the National Counterterrorism Center, NCTC, in the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, has arrested some individuals that specialize in the manufacturing of improvised explosive device, EIDs, in the country. The center has also commenced a judicial process to prosecute those implicated and upon conviction will face punishment as prescribed by law. The national coordinator of the NCTC, Major General Adamu Garbalaka, stated this in an interview with Defense News Update at a symposium on countering improvised explosive device, EID, organized by the center in collaboration with the United States and British government in Abuja.
This symposium is both timely and critical as it provides a platform for experts and stakeholders to deliberate on innovative strategies.
Major General Laka noted that due to the threat posed by IEDs, the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, has taken steps to regulate the use of materials like urea fertilizer in the northeast, which terrorists exploit to manufacture EIDs.
What makes the improvised explosive devices threat even more concerning is the ease with which they can be fabricated.
The United States Defense Attaché to Nigeria, who represents the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Colonel Thomas Brooks, said the U.S. remained a committed security partner to Nigerian military and would continue to assist Nigeria to defeat the challenging threat of IEDs in the country.
It's something we can assist Nigeria from the technical side.
In another development, the defense headquarters says troops of the armed forces has ambushed insurgents, bandits of Kaduna Abuja Expressway in a well-coordinated operations by Subsector 4, Operation Fancy Yamma, successfully neutralized 2 violent extremists at an area near Nwagi Hill, Wagwada community of the Kaduna Abuja Expressway in Chukwu local government area of Kaduna State. Similarly, a significant blow to terrorist activities in Zamfara State. Troops of the Joint Task Force Operation Fancy Yamma again have successfully conducted offensive operations against terrorist enclave west of Koronamanda. The operation carried out under the lead and focus targeted the hideout of notorious kingpin, resulting in the neutralization of several terrorists and the recovery of weapons and other items. Defense News Update was brought to you by the Defense Headquarters in collaboration with Radio Nigeria. I am Emmanuel Agent.
It's 25 minutes past 7. You're listening to the news on the network service of Radio Nigeria. In the headlines, over 200 Chinese companies to invest in Nigeria's economy. Rivers Assembly seeks probe of State Independent Electoral Commission chairman. And still to come, Senate orders deployment of troops to Gwea West local government area of Benue State. FCT administration spends 39 billion naira on renovation of International Conference Center. Plus, sports, commentary, cyberscope, newspaper headlines and weather reports. Stay with us.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation. Money and the economy is back with up-to-speed, intelligent reports and in-depth analysis of financial events within and outside Nigeria.
As far as the central bank is concerned, we are moving to a very aggressive regulatory environment. People will have to abide by those regulations.
We need industries converting what we have into what can be kept and what can be exported.
You get to know the true state of the nation's financial sector.
We are bearing the interests of all Nigerians in view with any decisions we are taking.
Activities in the foreign exchange market will also be on the scorecard. Our drama crew.
Give me 2,000 naira worth of suya, please. Okay. Wallahi, today I will be a good day.
Me and the economy. Your financial guide on the network service of Radio Nigeria. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
Senate directs security agencies to deploy troops to Gwe West local government area of Benue State. This followed the points of order raised by Senator Titus Zam representing Benue Northwest. Zakios Babalola reports from the Red Chamber.
Senator Titus Zam, representing Benue Northwest, said the people of Garwa community in Gwe West local government area of Benue State were invaded on Monday by bandits, masquerading as others, resulting in killing of persons. The incident led to a protest by youth of the community against the continued killing of the people and government alleged inability to protect them.
The youth, in anger and frustration, burned down the Gwe West local government secretariat, the palace of the paramount ruler of the local government area, my private residence, and houses of older prominent sons in the local government area, accusing us of inability to safeguard the community.
The Senate Minority Leader, Abamoro, also called on security agencies to take a proactive measures towards addressing insecurity in the area.
Those of us elected on the platform of this Senate are endangered species because our communities think, and unfortunately very wrongly, that it is our responsibility to provide security.
The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, who granted all the prayers by the mover of the motion, Senator Titus Zam, said government must put all machineries in place to ensure security of lives and property.
We invited our security chiefs to come for closed-door briefing on the general security of the nation, and they sent a message to me that they will be ready in a week. This will be one of the issues we'll bring up.
Also at the plenary, a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Vocational and Technical Studies, Ikire, Osun State, to provide full-time courses in technical, vocational, and applied sciences and carry out research, innovation, development, and adaptation of teaching techniques and for other related matters. Passed through second reading, the bill was sponsored by Senator Amuludun 99.1 Osun West, while a bill for an act to establish the Federal University of Geomatics, Oyo State, and to make comprehensive provisions for its due management and administration and for other related matters. Also passed through second reading, sponsored by Senator Akintunde Yunus Abiodun, Oyo Central. From the National Assembly Complex, Zakios Babalola, Radio Nigeria.
A consultant nephrologist with the University of Medical Science, Ondo State, Professor Moniya has emphasized the need for Nigerians to embrace regular medical checkup to enable them detect ailments early and nip them in the bud. Professor Moniya gave the advice while speaking on this year's commemoration of the World Kidney Day with the theme, Detect Early, Protect Kidney Health. Bukola Badi has the details.
The kidneys are a pair of organs located at the back of the abdomen and play important roles in human bodies, such as filtering of blood, removal of waste, and the creation of urine. According to medical experts, the kidney can malfunction or stop functioning due to various health conditions, especially hypertension and diabetes, if not properly managed. Statistics show that about 10% of the world population is affected by chronic kidney disease, while millions die each year because of inaccessibility to affordable treatment. Kidney disease or renal failure is projected to become the 5th leading cause of death by year 2040. To halt the increasing rate of kidney disease in Nigeria, a consultant nephrologist with the University of Medical Science Ondo State, Professor Akimbodewa, observed that early detection was key in line with the theme for this year's commemoration, which is Detect Early, Protect Kidney Health.
When the diagnosis of chronic kidney disease has been made, the next step is to quickly see a specialist. Once that step is taken, we are most likely to have a good outcome.
Professor Akimbodewa emphasized the need for regular checkup and prompt medical intervention to symptoms in the bodies.
Take enough water, balanced diet, and take more of natural food than artificial, and your kidneys will be in good health.
The medical expert also cautioned people against indiscriminate use of drugs, regular intake of alcohol-based herbal concoction, smoking, and consumption of processed foods. Around this predispose the human body to kidney failure. Some residents of Akure, Ondo State capital, Mr. Tunde Ogudu and Ms. Benu Adeyemi, stressed on inclusion of kidney care in primary health care delivery, even and They promised to avoid actions capable of destroying their kidneys.
When you discover any symbol of any disease, you quickly go to hospital.
I go for medical checkups. I eat healthy food regularly, and I also eat fruits. So I go for exercise every morning. So it helps me a lot.
World Kidney Day is commemorated every second Thursday in the month of March to raise awareness about kidney-related diseases and the overall importance of the internal organ to human body with a view to keeping it in good condition at all times. Nikolai Badi, Radio Nigeria.
Still on health matters, the Delta State Contributory Health Commission has launched a campaign to sensitize the public on the modified policy document of its contributory health scheme. Sam Iruzi reports that the campaign held in Asaba Specialist Hospital and the General Hospital Ukwe was to enlighten key stakeholders on the current trend geared towards providing improved health care to patients.
At the various health facilities visited, the Director General of the Delta State Contributory Health Commission, Dr. Isaac Apoveta, advocated collaborative efforts by all the stakeholders to deliver quality health care to patients. Dr. Apoveta explained that the existing policy documents have to be reviewed following public complaints and the need for the contributory health scheme to remain relevant in line with global best practices. While highlighting the components, provisions and implementation strategies in the reviewed policy documents, Dr. Apoveta hinted that the effective dates remains 2025. He expressed the readiness of the Delta State Contributory Health Commission to enforce the sanctions for defaulting health facilities.
Hospitals that send bills of service not rendered, or hospitals that send bills already purchased by the patient from their instruction, we are making them to refund the money back to the patient.
Dr. Apoveta said Delta State government was committed to sustaining and funding the equity health plan of the contributory health scheme that guarantees free quality health care to pregnant women and children under 5 years. He said it was mandatory for all beneficiaries of the equity health plan to register free of charge for health identity cards, emphasizing that the program was for those residing in Delta State and not for pregnant women from neighboring states.
Delta is the only state in the Federation where pregnant woman walks in and receives care without paying a kobo, from antenatal down to delivery either by cesarean section or any other means. Because of that, people are now using Delta as a pilgrimage area for delivery, and we have to stop this.
Some participants said the training and knowledge acquired will impact positively on their work performance.
I enjoyed it. I learned more about the application and gotten more knowledge about it.
General Medical Director of the Delta State Hospital Management Board, Okwe Asaba Zone, Dr. Thomas Uku, lauded the initiative of the Director General of the Delta State Contributory Health Commission, Dr. Isaac Apoveta, to keep them abreast of the reviewed policy documents on the State Contributory Health Scheme. From Asaba, Sam Iruse, Radio Nigeria.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration says renovation of the International Conference Center will gulp 39 billion naira. The FCT Minister, Mr. Nyesom made this known while speaking with journalists after inspecting work on the facility and other projects in Abuja. FCT correspondent Teso Zambe has details.
Since its construction in 1991, the Abuja International Conference Center, ICC, has functioned as the hub for a range of domestic and global events such as trade shows, conferences, and exhibitions. The construction of the national edifice followed security reports of planned attack on Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian capital, which was to host a meeting of the defunct Organization of African Unity, OAU, now African Union, AU. For over 2 decades, the national edifice located in the city center of Abuja has not gone through any major renovation to make it befitting of the status of Nigeria in the eyes of the global community. The present administration initiated its renovation in April last year. The FCT minister, Mr. Nyesom expressed satisfaction with the level of work after being conducted around the facility.
But the cost of 39 billion naira was spending, and all the materials they are needed to put all of that. And when you want to talk about percentage of work, you don't just talk about just project, also the materials of that. So I can say that they are 70%, 20%, and they are sure that they will complete it and hand over like that.
Other projects inspected include roads in Life Camp and Apo areas of Abuja, all being prepared for inauguration in May to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the President Bola Tinubu administration in office. The FCT Deputy Minister appealed to residents to cooperate with the administration and the contractors to deliver the projects meant for public good.
There should be that support for government to carry out meaningful projects that will impact positively on our lives and the economy of the state.
The road projects are being provided with street lights with a view to enhancing security and changing the landscape of the nation capital city. In Abuja, Teso Zambe, Radio Nigeria.
The All Progressives Congress APC has claimed majority in the Edo State House of Assembly with the defection of 4 opposition lawmakers from the PDP and the Labour Party to its fold. The 4 members who were received by the state chairman, Emperor Jared Tenebe, include members representing Akoko-Edo Constituency 1, Mr. Donald Okobe, Oron 1 Constituency 2, Mr. Bright Iyamu, Oredo West, Dr. Richard Edosa, and that of Esan Southeast, Mr. Sunday Ujezele. Speaking on behalf of the newly defected members, a member representing Oredo West and former member of the Labour Party, Dr. Richard Edosa, said they had no choice but to leave their party because of the division from national down to state and local governments. He pledged their loyalty and support to the development of Edo State through the policies of Governor Monday Okpebolo, acknowledging the impactful development of Edo as felt within 100 days in office.
We do not believe in division because a house divided against itself will never stand. We believe in a new and a rising Edo State.
Receiving the defectors, the chairman of the APC, Emperor Jared Tenebe, noted that their action showed a strong and powerful endorsement of the performance of Governor Monday Okpebolo and handed over the party's symbol to them.
We are going to re-strategize ahead of the 2027 election. We will mobilize over 2 million voters and ensure that we win all available seats in Edo State. We will also deliver a landslide victory for the re-election.
The majority leader of Edo State House of Assembly, minority leader rather, of Edo State House of Assembly, Mr. Eric Okaka, as well as other party faithful, were on the ground to receive the defectors. With the defection, the All Progressives Congress APC now has 13 members in the 24-member Edo State House of Assembly, while the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has 11.
The chairman, Obafemi Awolowo University Muslim Graduates Association, Abuja chapter, Alhaji Oblola Ismail, has called on the Muslim Ummah to remain steadfast in their faith and work towards securing a prosperous future for the next generation. He stated this at its 18th annual Iftar and Ramadan lecture held in Abuja. Alhaji Oblola, who highlighted the numerous societal issues that threaten the foundation of Islamic values, emphasized the need for Muslims to remain vigilant and guide one another within the confines of Allah's teaching.
Society we have today, a lot of issues, there are a lot of things lingering in the society. Most of these issues challenge the foundation of our faith. And as a Muslim organization, which is a religious-based organization, we try as much as possible to guide the people within the confines of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said.
The Chairman Planning Committee of the lecture, Malam Abdul Latif Oyelade, emphasized the importance of knowledge, moral discipline and community engagement in preserving Islamic values amidst global transformations. While delivering a lecture on the theme of the event, Sustaining Faith in a Fast-Changing World, Islam and the Challenges of Modernity, the Chief Imam of Ansaruddin Society of Nigeria, Abuja branch, Dr. Musa Olaofe, stressed the need for Muslims to uphold their faith despite the rapid changes in the modern world.
And to sports now, the remaining 4 quarter-finalists in the UEFA Champions League emerged last night after some entertaining round of 16 second-leg matches. Arsenal drew 2-2 with Dutch side PSV, and the English club progressed 9-2 on aggregate to set up a quarter-final clash with Real Madrid, who defeated rivals Atletico Madrid 4-2 in penalties following a 2-2 draw over 2 legs. Another English side, Aston Villa, thrashed Club Brugge from Belgium 3-0 to progress 6-1 on aggregate, and will face German side Borussia Dortmund, who beat French giants Lille 3-2 over 2 legs. The other four clubs that have also advanced to the Champions League last Barcelona of Spain, Bayern Munich of Germany, Paris Saint-Germain, PSG of France, and the Italian club Inter Milan. Let's join Linus High for more on sports.
Nigeria under-23 men's handball team built on their opening day draw against USA by dropping Azerbaijan 29-17 in their second group game at the International Handball Federation Emerging Nations Championship in Varna, Bulgaria. The Nigerian boys began their campaign on Tuesday with a 31-31 draw against the USA, but went all out yesterday to record their first victory in the competition. In the other game decided yesterday in the group, USA thrashed Nigeria's next opponent, Moldova, 42-26. Nigeria Republic of Moldova in their last match of the preliminary round this afternoon, while Azerbaijan will play against the USA. Today's game is a must-win encounter for Nigeria. The release of the 23-man Super Eagles squad to execute the 2026 World Cup qualifying fixtures against the Wasps of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe is still eliciting reactions. Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell on Tuesday announced his final 23-man squad ahead of the matches. Some sports journalists have joined those who are making their opinions on the announcement of the squad known. Two of them, Busai Olokere and Chinonso Arinzechi, are not convinced that Eric Chell has done the best selection.
There are issues, but I think Eric Chell has made his final decision because one game, Sirikeza scoring 22 goals in as many days, and you are inviting Sadiq Umar, who has just scored 2-3 goals since he was blown out from Real Sociedad to Valencia, and Alassane Yusuf, who has played just 3 games. Those two limitations needs to be queried.
I'm quite surprised with names. We look at it the first list by Eric Sekushel, and from what we gathered, there was no interference. So if these were the players he won, fine, but I'm not confident with the squad. And I think that the tax to get to USA, Mexico, and Canada was tough. I think with this list it becomes more tougher for me.
Olokere and Arinzechi, however, believe that Nigeria can still pick a ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup despite the difficult situation the Super Eagles have found themselves.
I bet you we have the players, and we just need luck to do it well. So if we have a chance, we can beat Rwanda with our quality of players that we have in the Super Eagles. I think we can do the tournament against these two opponents.
We only know that the chance for the Super Eagles in Nigeria is very slim. It's not in our own hands. Even if we win all the games left in qualifiers, we shall to wait for result elsewhere. We never know we are fifth on the table in a team of 6. But I think the result in Kigali will tell a whole lot of story to paint a bigger picture of whether Nigeria has got a chance to qualify for the World Cup proper.
For the Secretary General of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Ikenna Okonkwo, it is normal that the list is attracting mixed reactions, but Nigerians have to support the team to get good results against Rwanda and Zimbabwe.
There is no list of a big team like Super Eagles that will not come with different reactions. So for me, I believe that the real man knows what is at stake, which is that we need to win every match that remains and to stand any chance of winning to the World Cup. So I believe that we know what's at stake, and he has chosen those that he believes could fit into his tactics or whatever formation that he has in mind. Though the chances are very, very slim, I must say. Because every other country that is playing, they want to be there. Being that as me, let's see how it goes. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult, I must tell you. We just need to support this team as much as we can, and the team needs to be focused themselves.
Nigeria will play Rwanda on March 21 in Kigali before hosting Zimbabwe in Uyo on March 25 in 2 must-win games. The delegation of South Africa's under-17 girls are due in Nigeria ahead of their FIFA under-17 Women's World Cup second leg qualifying match against the Flamingos. The Bantwana will face the Flamingos in the all-important clash in Ikene this Saturday. Nigeria won the first leg 3-1 in Pretoria on Saturday, but captain of the South African girls, Kapileho Malebana, says they will fight for a win against their host at the Remo Star Stadium this weekend. The Saturday's encounter between Nigeria and South Africa will kick off at 4 p.m. Nigerian time, with Senegalese match officials in charge. The winner on aggregate will progress to the final round of the qualifying series. This year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup is due to take place in Morocco from October 17 to November 8. Africa will present 5 teams, including host Morocco, at the finals, which has been expanded to a 24-nation championship. I am Linus High.
Our commentary today is on strengthening efforts to prevent flood disasters in the country. It is written by Jeffrey Aomisi of our Ibadan zonal station.
One of the most prevalent natural disasters in Nigeria is perennial flooding. Flooding is an overflow of water that submerges dry land, especially from rainfall. From reports released by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, the high flood risk states in Nigeria are Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River State, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Imo, and Jigawa State. Others are Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Niger, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Plateau, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, and Yobe. Rainfall usually occurs most significantly from the month of April and ends toward October in Nigeria, with only minimal rainfall experienced in few states between November to March. Nigeria's flooding is mainly human-induced, with poor urban planning practices and inadequate environmental infrastructure being contributory factors. In 2012 and 2022, Nigeria experienced its worst flooding recorded in recent history, with total losses estimated at over 2 trillion naira in property. The floods began in early July of those years and reportedly killed 363 people and displaced over 2 million. According to the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, 30 of the country's 36 states were affected by the floods, while the two most ravaged areas were Kogi and Benue states. In the current year, the rains are here, and some coastal towns and cities like Lagos, Asaba, and some places are already witnessing rainfall. It should be stressed that the extent and nature of Nigeria's flooding are such that the actual figures for displacements, losses, and fatalities cannot be truly ascertained due to poor records and reporting. One of the causes of the disaster is that many residential areas have no drainage system and rely on natural drainage channels. In addition, some unpatriotic Nigerians build their houses on drainage channels, thereby blocking free flow of water during heavy rainfall. Some citizens also capitalize on the loophole of ineffective development control and extend their buildings over recognized areas. Poor waste management is another recognized factor. Citizens' poor attitude to waste disposal and non-provision of waste disposal services by authorities contribute to flooding. Corruption is also a factor. In addition, the country is currently experiencing food insecurity, and flooding has been attributed as one of the causes. Moving forward, integration of flood risk management with structural planning is the way to go. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, who provides seasonal rainfall predictions and sensitization, must effectively intensify its communication on early warning flood risk areas. This can be achieved through collaborating with the National Orientation Agency and the media. Furthermore, there should be strong legal implications for those who commit environmental offenses, such as throwing refuse in the drains or building houses on water channels and canals. Government should also periodically dredge rivers and canals to accommodate heavy inflow of water during the rainy season. Residents should be the eyes and ears of government and promptly report any environmental infractions to the authorities. Indeed, addressing Nigeria's perennial flooding must be the duty of everyone. Therefore, residents must not allow the unpatriotic act of the few to jeopardize their lives and safety.
That commentary on strengthening efforts to prevent flood disasters in the country was written by Jeffrey Awomisi and read by Fubara Pepple.
Next is Cyberscope, bringing you the top trends, sharing conversations across Nigeria's social media space. And we begin with this one. A viral tweet from renowned political commentator Chidi Okafor is igniting debates on government accountability. This sharp criticism over alleged fund mismanagement has set off a storm online under the hashtag Niger Accountability. Nigerians are demanding transparency like never before.
Trauma is unfolding in Rivers State. Governor Siminalayi Fubara was locked out of the State Assembly quarters where lawmakers loyal to ex-governor Nyesom Wike have been holding meetings. Speaking at the scene, Fubara accused Speaker Martin Amule of ignoring his calls. The political tension in Rivers just went up a notch.
Oh, my dear. Now, to football, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen is on a mission. He says Nigeria must qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, still haunted by the heartbreak of missing out in 2022. Osimhen is fired up to help the team secure their ticket. Fans are, of course, buzzing with excitement.
Meanwhile, Nigeria's singer Wizzy Shine just dropped his new music video, On the Move. The track is already a smash hit on Instagram and TikTok, with fans flooding social media with rave reviews on the Wizzy On the Move. The catchy beat and vibrant visuals have everyone talking.
And on the streets, a dramatic video posted on X handle, Real Niger is turning heads. The clip shows a major road accident near Ikeja, sparking urgent calls for improved road safety measures. Nigerians are sharing the footage and urging the government to act.
That's sad. Well, that's your Cyberscope update for today. Stay connected with Radio Nigeria and join the station using the hashtag Cyberscope, compiled by Jennifer Ogo.
And we move straight to newspaper headlines as we begin with the Daily Trust. We have this first on the headline: 6 simple ways to beat extreme heat. Reps to commence consideration of tax reforms bill today. We'll defend Governor Fubara Ijo Groups, says this. And we also have the riders. How Assembly denied Governor entry to present budget. Not criminal if he's impeached, Wiki says this. Legal expert. Only compromise can resolve deadlock. World Kidney Day, we spend over 150,000 naira on dialysis every week. Patients seek expanded access to FG's subsidized treatment program. And that's what we have on Daily Trust.
I have with me the Blueprint newspaper. On the front page, Senate summons security chiefs, urges intervention in Gwe West, says Akpoti Oduago's suspension has no link with sexual harassment claims. We also have 24 hours after Pandef Villa visit, Rivers lawmakers lock out Fubara. House faults governor's claim, ex-Pandef spokesman, INC kick. Nothing will happen if impeached. That statement is credited to Wike. NNPCL to global investors. Reforms turning Nigeria into investor haven. And FCT, police neutralized kidnapping kingpin Dogo Sale. And Lassa fever, Nigeria records 29 new cases. Death toll rises to 100. Pinnick loses a FIFA council seat. Re-election. And of course, a reduction in fuel prices, low consumer demand, slowing inflation. You can pick up the Blueprint newspaper and check more stories out.
And that's it on newspaper headlines.
For the weather forecast, sunny skies with few patches of clouds are anticipated over the northern region throughout the forecast period. Similar weather conditions are expected over the north central region throughout the forecast period, with chances of isolated thunderstorms over parts of Kogi, the Federal Capital Territory, Niger and Kwara State during the afternoon and evening hours. And in the southern region, cloudy skies with spells of sunshine are anticipated over the region, with prospects of morning thunderstorms over parts of Cross River, Rivers and Akwa Ibom. And in the afternoon and evening hours, thunderstorms are expected over parts of Oyo, Oshun, Ondo, Ogun, Ekiti, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers and Lagos states.
Now to end the news, here is a recap of the major stories. Over 216 Chinese companies have expressed interest in investing across various sectors in Nigeria, with 74 firms focusing on the oil and gas industry. The Rivers State House of Assembly has resolved to call on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, to investigate the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, retired Justice Adolfo Zinabeli, on the financial activities of the commission. The Senate has directed security agencies to deploy troops to Gwe West local government area of Benue State. We also reported that the Federal Capital Territory Administration has said renovation of the International Conference Center will go up 39 billion naira.
That's the news. Edited by Emmanuel Kutara and the production team. My name is Rachel Bola.
And I'm Jeremiah Jime. Thank you for listening and urging you to stay on as our next program is Politics Nationwide. Fubara People will be our guide. Enjoy.
Nigeria, uplifting the people and
Advanced democracies have their teething problems.
Radio Amuludun FM 99.1 Otawayo Moniya Ibadan lawa tẹ́tí gbọ́ wa o Amuludun Otawayo.
Amuludun FM 99.1.
Rárá má gbé kúrò, ọmọ yìí má gbé kúrò, mo ní o má gbé kúrò, máa ìdíyà má gbé kúrò, jọ̀ọ́jọ́ gbọ́. Amuludun FM, òun mo fẹ́ gbọ́. Bóyá nínú ilé ni o, tàbí níbi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ni àwẹ̀. Amuludun FM, òun mo fẹ́ gbọ́. Moniya láwa 99.1. Amuludun FM, òun mo fẹ́ gbọ́. Ṣẹ́ni wípé ó ta wọ́n yọ ò gédégbé. Ó ta wọ́n yọ ò. Amuludun yìí ta wọ́n yọ. Ó ta wọ́n yọ. Òun ló lè polówó ọjà káyé gbọ́. Ó ta wọ́n yọ. Ẹ wo bó ti ń ṣẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́. Ó ta wọ́n yọ. Ààrẹ má gbé kúrò jọ ṣùgbọ́n. Má gbé kúrò. Kílẹ̀ wí. Amuludun FM làwa fẹ́ máa gbọ́.
Ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ẹ dìde ńlẹ̀ o, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn oúnjẹ òòjọ́ wa o, orí ìjókòó ṣàlùṣe wa o, orí ìrìn ṣàlóore ń bẹ.
Ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ẹ dìde ńlẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn oúnjẹ òòjọ́ wa, orí ìjókòó ṣàlùṣe wa, orí ìrìn ṣàlóore ń bẹ.
Tàbá ti jí ta dúpẹ́ tàjọ́sìn, ká má ṣe mẹ́lẹ́ o, òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ o, àsùnpara o sí òòjọ́ mọ́ fẹ̀nifẹ́ kọ́lọ́ mú tó ń ṣe.
Ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ẹ dìde ńlẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn oúnjẹ òòjọ́ wa, orí ìjókòó ṣàlùṣe wa, orí ìrìn ṣàlóore ń bẹ.
Ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi máa bọ̀ wá. Má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì iná tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé o.
Ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi máa bọ̀ wá.
Má bọ̀ wá o.
Má jẹ́ òjì iná tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé.
Mo lójúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi máa bọ̀ wá o. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì iná, má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì iná tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé o.
Ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi máa bọ̀ wá.
Má bọ̀ wá o.
Má jẹ́ òjì iná tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé.
Ire o máa lórúkọ méjì, ire ló ń jẹ́, òun ló bá mi jí lẹ́nu, mo jí sí rìn sí re. Ire níwá ire lẹ́yìn, bí mo ṣe ń jáde lọ, kíre kò ní kí n kórè o, ọlọ́run ọba. Ire lọ́tún ire lòsì, ire níbi gbogbo, kó má fi mi sílẹ̀ nígbà kan kí ire gbà mú. Kò ní pẹ́ kò ní jìnnà, kò ní pẹ́ kò ní jìnnà o, kò ní pẹ́ kò ní jìnnà, tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé o.
Ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi máa bọ̀ wá. Má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì iná tìrì ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé.
Ibi iṣẹ́ ti yá ọlọ́run mi, ọlọ́run mi, ibi iṣẹ́ ti yá ẹlẹ́dàá mi, ẹlẹ́dàá mi, ibi iṣẹ́ ti yá ọlọ́run mi o, mo ń jáde lọ, ohun tí mo jẹ́ lèmi ni mo wá ọba ńlá. Má jẹ́ kó ohun tí yóò jẹ́ mi lọ́nà ẹlẹ́dàá mi, kó má ṣe fàṣọ dá mi mọ̀, ìṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ mi ọ̀nà. Ó jáde kó wọlé, má fi ṣe kó ń jẹ́ mi, wábi láyé táwọn. Wábìláyì ta òfìdí kòǹgẹ́ èrè ni, má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì náà, má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì náà, má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì náà, kiri ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé o.
Ayọ̀ ló mọ́ mi, àlànà mi
máa bọ̀ wá.
má jẹ́ ọpẹ́ má jẹ́ òjì náà, kiri ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé.
Gbogbo àdáwọlé mi ní èní ire ni kó já sí, gbogbo tẹ́lẹ̀ dédé fọ́ ọba dídùn ló ń dùn. gbogbo ohun tí mo bá lù ní èní jẹ́ kó mi àdùn gbogbo ohun tí mo bá fà ní èní kó sì tura wọn gbogbo ànáwọ́ sí mi ní èní kọ́wọ́ mi ó tó gbogbo èrè tọ́wọ́ mi bàbá ni kò bá mi délé bàbá jọ délé ọlọ́run mi kó jáde mọ́nú máa jó pẹ́ máa jó jìnnà máa jó pẹ́ máa jó jìnnà máa jó pẹ́ máa jó jìnnà kí ayọ̀ mi wọlé wẹ́rẹ́.
ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló mọ̀ mí aládùn mi máa bọ̀ wá
ẹlẹ́dàá mi máa bọ̀ wá. oníṣòwò ká mi àrèrè ká fèrè jẹkọ oníṣòwò káríṣe lónìí kó máa jàso oníṣẹ́ àdáni ká má pàdánù lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wa ọkọ̀ àdá ọba kò ní ṣá oníṣẹ́ ìjọba gbogbo akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rọ́bì sí díẹ̀ èlìmọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ṣẹ́ ọmọléèwé ọmọléèkéwu gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n bá kọ́ wa ní èní kó wúlò fún wa jẹ́kọ́jọ́ èní sàn wa jẹ́kọ́jọ́ èní sàn wa o jẹ́kọ́jọ́ èní sàn wa kó ládùn kárí ìpín o.
ayọ̀ ló mọ̀ mí aládùn mi máa bọ̀ wá májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrẹ ayọ̀ mi yóò fi dé.
ìrètí ó kọta mi láyà ni mo fẹ́ ọlọ́run ìrètá lè ní má dẹ̀yìn tọ́run nílé ìlébà torí di tí yóò gbọ́ràn àwòfẹ́nu ẹ̀jú náà iná tí yóò gbọ́ràn tó bá ti rú mi àdàkẹ́ omi tí yóò gbọ́ràn kàkọ́jú ẹ̀ sórùn gangan ní ọ̀tá lé ní màdẹ̀yìn wọ́n ń wáyọ̀ ọ̀nù ni tètè pínrẹ́ kàn mí o tètè pínrẹ́ kàn mí o tètè pínrẹ́ kàn mí o lójú ọ̀tá àrùn nìkan májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé o.
ayọ̀ ló mọ̀ mí aládùn mi máa bọ̀ wá májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé.
májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé o.
májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé.
ọlọ́run májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé o.
májọ́ pé májọ́ jìnnà tìrì ayọ̀ mi ó fi dé.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa. ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa o ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́
lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa.
ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
mo ní ìgbẹ́kun oró ìgbẹ́kun oró ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa o ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa o ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
Pákó alápàtà oníṣàìbọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bílẹ̀ bá mọ̀ bójúmọ́ bá mọ̀ ká máa forí gbọ́ tún rí ariwo ayọ̀ àbímọ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa kámi àṣìlẹ̀ kásìmí àgbéyàwó tuntun ilé aláyọ̀ tó ń ṣe graduation tó ń jó tàbí wàlímọ̀ ayọ̀ ní káre ìlú ọba ò à ń ṣàbọ̀ mẹ́ka à ń ṣàbọ̀ mẹ́ka kiri ní lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ tiwa.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká máa gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ẹni ó yàtọ̀ o. ẹni ó yàtọ̀ títí tó fi dé ìlú ọba ẹni káwọ́lé rí ó sunkún ní mama jẹ́rìí mi ò fẹ́ ó máa ṣe nínú ayé mi ọlọ́run báyé rí wèrè wọ́n ó sọ pé ó máa ṣe ní ìgbé ẹ̀pẹ̀lẹ́ ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ẹni ọ̀fọ̀ṣẹ́ wọn á kì í pẹ́pẹ́lẹ́ ní ìgbé ọlọ́run o ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa tó bá ti di bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe ṣe yìí ló ń tẹ̀lé o ọlọ́run ṣe ṣe yìí ọlọ́run ṣe ṣe yìí ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ tiwa.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
káyé má ṣe bọ́ bàtà ọ̀fọ̀ sọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ gbogbo wa káyé má ṣe kí ni wípé kí n kú rọ̀jù ọlọ́run lórí ọmọ mi lórí ọmọ mi ò ní ọ̀nà tó kú ọmọ lórí ọkọ mi ò ní ṣòpọ̀ ọ̀sán gangan lórí àyà mi ò ní ṣe ládùúrà fún mi kọ́lọ́hún fòfò rẹ̀ mi o ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ gbogbo wa.
ìgbẹ́kun oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
bínájà sàn iná jẹ́ san tí ó bá ti mú ẹ̀mí dání má jẹ mí má sì sàn o àtúní dání náà jẹ o bílẹ̀kẹ̀ bá já ṣẹ̀mọ̀ bíi pé kì í pè mọ́ ìyẹn lójú àpá kò lè jójú ara o road accident tó fúrufú pẹ̀lú tómi ó kéré tààbò pọ̀ jàǹbá ní jàǹbá ń jẹ káyé má parọ́ wa wípé ọpẹ́ pé kò mẹ́mi lọ dúpẹ́ mi ṣì wà ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ èdè tiwa.
ìkẹ́kùn ọ̀rọ̀ ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ èdè tiwa ariwo ayọ̀ kí ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ibi ẹ̀dá kù sí o ibi ẹ̀dá kù sí ló máa ń fẹ́ kún àdásùn ó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dàgbà tí ò fi ní ètí mọ́ òkúta wọjà bá ṣẹ́wọ́ ó bá lọ́wọ́ lóyún gbogbo bá ti dé ṣálábì ikú ò wá dàgbọ́ bó jẹ́wọ́ ń kọ́ ó jẹ́wọ́ nǹkan ń ta burú ẹkú àjọsùn ni wọ́n lẹ́ni tí ò bá dùn mọ́ kó tọrọ irú ẹ̀ ká gbọ́n ẹkún méjèèjì ọlọ́run ẹkún méjèèjì ẹkú àjọsùn àtẹkún àdásùn ẹkún méjèèjì ká má gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ èdè wa.
ìkẹ́kùn ọ̀rọ̀ ká má gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ èdè wa
ayé rẹ̀ wà ní bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ bá yọ.
kí ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ìkẹ́kùn ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbẹ́kùn oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ èdè tiwa ìgbẹ́kùn oró ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ èdè tiwa o ariwo ayọ̀ ariwo ayọ̀ ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
ìgbẹ́kùn ọ̀rọ̀ ká má gbọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ èdè wa ariwo ayọ̀ ni ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa.
àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yàn wọ́n lọ́ọ́ má jẹ́ ọkàn mi o. àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọkàn mi o ìyá olé eyín ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà o.
àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọkàn mi ìyá olé eyín ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà.
àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọkàn mi o ìyá olé eyín ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà o.
àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọkàn mi
ìyá olé
eyín ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà.
ẹ dákun ẹ dákẹ́ ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe ni kẹ́ máa ṣàmì o ó ṣe mí rí tó dé bàdé ibi tẹ̀ tó relé àná ọmọ bí o tẹ́ kò ní ìdẹ́yìn ó lóun wà lóṣù kan wèrò ló mú lọ́wọ́ kò sí. wọ́n ní èlò ló mú lọ́wọ́ kò sí ìkọ̀gbọ̀n ó lè yan ìyàjò ẹ̀sọ́ fún owó fún ní òtẹ́ èèyàn kì í ṣòwe àná ó ti jẹ́ ìnáwó ìjó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ń dàrin ẹ̀yẹ ẹni tí ó mọjọ́ ṣe bòde yóò jìnnà só nílùú ni ṣe lọ́kọ̀ yàwó náwó sókè tó fẹ́ dàrin ẹ̀tẹ́ o kò dúró báwọn tó ń lùlù wọn ò bá ròrìn ẹgbẹ́ o ṣẹ́rí pọ́kọ lẹ́tà sàbùkù ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òkan wá o òde kò kan yín òde ìtìjú ọlọ́run má jẹ́ lè lọ.
àbùkù oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òkan mi
májò kọ́ mi lọ lọ.
èyí ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà.
àyà lójú tó dẹ̀ tún bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ dé o. ẹ̀kọ́ sáré dé pẹ̀lú ìjayà olóhùn alọ́ra gbo ìjà fara léwu ọkọ̀ ìyàwó ó yà lọ sùtù ní ọ̀kadà tó máa gbé ìyàwó ẹ lọ kò lè rówó ẹ̀sán ṣe lọ́kọ̀ ìyàwó tẹ̀ wá ń òkè tó wá ń kígbe gbà mí o arẹwà ló ń ní kẹ́ máa ṣàmì ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òkan wá o gbẹ̀mí tó bá lè gbà àfi kó ya gbẹ̀mí o gbèsè olórúkọ méjì jọ sanwó má jẹ òjìjà o ẹni tó yáwó fi san gbèsè ó sì inú gbèsè o ẹ dákun ẹ bòmí ìta ò dá olówó mi bọ̀ wá o ẹ sọ fún wípé mo yára jù wípé ó dalẹ̀ ọ̀la ọ̀rọ̀ parí láàrin ọjà olówó bàrà mu èyí lè ní jẹ́ owó mi dà ó ní ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ wọ́n o ìtìjú gbangba pẹ̀lú kọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òkan wá o.
oníwó ṣùgbọ́n kọyọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òkan mi ìyá olè yín ṣùgbọ́n jẹyàn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà.
ọlọ́wọ́ kò sí jẹ́ kó kẹ́ni nìkan tó bá dojú ẹ̀ tán òṣòwò torí iná ẹ̀ akànbọ́ sínú odò lọ oníbi tó bọ́ sí hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì lọ́rùn ló jẹ́ kó ń tẹ̀lé orí ajá lè kó kórè ìlú láwàlú sí ọkọ̀ orí iṣẹ́ gbà ó ń dààmú kó tó rẹ̀ nù ẹ̀ bọ́ o wọ́n lọ́mọ láti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ kò tún owó ẹ̀sán níṣẹ́ ni ìyàwó rin lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ kò lè bọ́rẹ̀ èròde ìyàwó ń dọ́gbọ́n àti ìyàlè kó lè rán ọmọ ẹ̀tọ́ o tó bá lọ tó dé tó rọ́bẹ̀sì ọkọ̀ àfìjẹba o obìnrin obìnrin ò jẹ́ gbani síyìn dalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ olóṣì o ó ti lóyún ó gbé falẹ̀ ni ó fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ náà ayọ̀lẹ̀ náà lè rí ìgbàkẹ́ ṣan tún gbọ́mọ̀lẹ́ àwọn ọmọ bá ní bàbá ẹ̀jọ̀ ọmọ mi làwọn tẹ̀lé o ìgbé kò sówó kò sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ti sú wa jàre.
àbùkù oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdékùn mi ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n jẹ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jìyà.
ọlọ́run kó má jábọ́ ó ti bọ́ sí i mímú ló máa dẹ̀kú eré má kú ló dẹ̀kan bèrè má tẹ̀ ò jẹ́ orí bàbá rẹ̀ ṣì tún sọ̀ṣẹ̀ yójú bàbá rẹ̀ o ọmọ ogójì ọdún téye ẹ̀ka ẹgbọ́sọ̀ lè wù mọ́ o ìyá pẹ̀lú bàbá jìyà ọmọ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbé ló jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó lọ pokùn so pé yá yìí ti pọ̀jù o ẹni ìyá bá mu déjìká kò lè lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ o ṣé pẹ̀lẹ́ ló jiyàn egbò ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé e wò o sójà ṣírílẹ̀ wáyà wọn àparí obìnrin ni ẹni ìyá ń jẹ tó jìyà kò lè lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ o nínú ẹbí pẹ̀lú àwùjọ nínú ẹbí pẹ̀lú àwùjọ jẹ́ kí lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ o.
àbùkù oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdékùn mi ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n jẹ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jìyà.
ìjọ táyé bá kò dé àbùkù ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ilé lọ tó bá kù bí ẹ̀ka ìwà ṣe ni kó nkùn mi o báṣọ àbùkù di náírà kan ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ilé wọ́ o ebi tó ń sọ ní ìdàlà àbùkù kílẹ̀ ní níbẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ mo rí náírà kan bẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ bá ní kẹ́gùn mi o yóò pé iṣẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀ lè ṣàtúnmọ̀ ya fẹ́ fi jẹ kọ́ ebi tó ń sọ ní ìdàlà àbùkù ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òpá mi o ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbé abọ́ ẹ wá bùn mi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbá abọ́ ẹ wá bùn mi délé ẹni máa yọ̀ mí o.
oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdékùn mi ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n jẹ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jìyà.
owó àpèkánú kò owó bó ṣe jẹ́ ṣòro ẹnìkan kò mọ bó ṣe lè ná bá ó ṣe rí owó ọ̀hún níṣòro fẹ́nìkan ó ló ti bá òun lẹ́ẹ̀jẹ̀ mú òun fẹ́ràn gàrí o kò ní káfí ṣúgà sí tó bá jẹ́ ti jẹ̀bú o kò jìnnà mélòó wá ní rìn mo ṣe sí Òṣòdì o bàrígà sébù tẹ mẹ́ta kò ju ká fẹsẹ̀ rí o ọlọ́run èjì o kò lè wó olùlẹ̀ bá tẹ́gùn bá pọ̀ ju o bí dààmú bá pọ̀ fẹ́ lẹ́sìn mọ́ nílé rìn lọ ìborùn tó gbò ṣe ṣẹ̀sìn falásálà tù o agbádá tó gbò pẹ́ sílẹ̀ fún mú mi ní ọkùnrin ó jẹ́ kẹ́ni tó sìn ẹ́ ìjìyà torí kábùkù ní bánà ṣe rí lè ní ìṣèwà kí lè rí mú bọ̀ náà ẹ̀mí ò lè sí lè rí irun fẹ́ni bí bá lò ó ẹni wẹ̀nu máa lò wẹ̀ ta ọlọ́ má jẹ́ ìjìyà o.
oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdékùn mi ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n jẹ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jìyà.
àbùkù oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kàn mí o. ọlọ́run ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n ìṣẹ̀yìn ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìjìyà.
àbùkù oníwọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdékùn mi ìyá olè yìí ṣùgbọ́n jẹ̀yọ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jìyà.
ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ já ládùúgbà o oṣù ò gbọ́dọ̀ ta lásàlá tó o.
T-Rain.
bàbá kó dá mi dákun má fìyà jẹ mí. ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ já ládùúgbà o. ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. oṣù ò gbọ́dọ̀ ta lásàlá tó o. ọlọ́run má fìyà jẹ mí. ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ já ládùúgbà o. má fòṣì ta mí. oṣù ò gbọ́dọ̀ ta lásàlá tó o. wọ́n fẹ́ wí fún àmúrí ìlànà ìrọ̀bí ìlànà àbọ̀ṣirun bílí ìbàdí èrè àṣàlá tuntun ti dé o àrẹ̀mú aládùúrà mo gbàgbọ́ nínú ọlọ́run mi ó pé kò sóhun tí kò lè bóyá tó bá tilẹ̀ pé ó pẹ̀lú inú kan tó sì pọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ádá ẹ̀ lóhùn fa gbogbo ohun tó lè lọ sí máa dẹ̀rọ̀ gbóhùn sókè sí ohun tó ń pa mí láyà bí òkú ọlọ́run mi jọ̀wọ́ bá mi sọ ṣòro ayé mi dìtàn ọba tó dá mi dákun má fìyà jẹ mí. ìyà gbọ́dọ̀ já ládùúrà ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. oṣù gbọ́dọ̀ ta lásàlá tó dákun má fìyà jẹ mí. ìyà gbọ́dọ̀ já ọlọ́run dákun má fòṣì ta mí. oṣù gbọ́dọ̀ ta lásàlá tó. when you don dey beg for something for long time but you no dey see reply for your prayer and you come dey think say God no dey answer continue to call him sure he go answer tó máa bẹ̀ ọ́ má ṣe gbàgbé o ó ní àpè wọn àdìhún ní àtẹ̀jẹ́bù làkùn ọlọ́run má ṣe gbàgbé mi síbi mo wà yìí nínú fìyà jẹ mí. Ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. As a furnace dey make a man dey so get for water. Ghetto area lively pass urban obaina láéláé. Àrẹ̀mọdé nu ìlú kan gbogbo ènìyàn dórí kodò. Mo wá ń bi wọn pé kí ló dé lọ́wọ́ wọn ní gbogbo wọn ṣe hù. Wọ́n ní bọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ ò bá dùn bí ìgbẹ́ ní ìlú máa ríṣẹ́ mọ́. Ẹni tẹ́bi pàpàlápàá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣàwàdà kankan àjíjà. Èmi wá ń sọ fún wọn wípé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́nu tẹ́lẹ̀ fi Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀sìn kún kẹtẹ́ sí i márùn-ún. Èmi gbàgbọ́ wípé ó máa gbóhùn ẹ̀bẹ̀. Tọ́rọ mọ̀ pé ibi tó mi jẹ́ kí n jáde lára ó jìnnà ojú kan ká lọ. Àdúrà Ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. Ẹ bá fọjọ́ mi dẹ́kun má fìyà jẹ mí. Ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. Ya salam, mo ti ná bàrà, mo ti ná gbòòrò, mo ti ná, mo ti ná, mo ti ná, mo ti ná, mo kiri títí ayé, mo kiri títí ayé ti dá, mo kiri títí ayé ojú mi ti dá, kò màmá sẹ́ni kan, bàbá ń fẹ́ àjẹfọ́ lọ́wọ́ mi. Ọba tó dá mi dákun má fìyà jẹ mí. Ọlọ́run má fòṣì ta mí. Ọlọ́run dákun má fìyà jẹ mí. Dákun má fòṣì ta mí. Ayé ń wò mí mọ́ lára o. Wọ́n ń retí kí ni mo máa mú bọ̀. Ọlọ́run má fìyà jẹ mí. Ọba tó dá mi dákun má fòṣì ta mí.
Amúlùdún dòṣùpá o, amúlùdún dòṣùpá ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ fáráyé ó dòṣùpá o, amúlùdún dòṣùpá o, iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tó táwọn yọ àwa làgbà lọ́jọ́ gbogbo 99.1 FM. Àtàwọn yọ.
Ibikíbi lákòókò yóò. Ẹja amúlùdún láyé ń bá kétékété. Mọ́níyà láwa ń bàdàn. Ẹja amúlùdún láyé ń bá kétékété. 99.1 àwa la jẹ́ nọ́mbà 1. Bá ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ bó ti ṣe ń lọ. Pẹ̀lú àwọn ètò tó táwọn yọ àtàwọn èrè tó fọgbọ́n yọ. Àti ìpolówó ọjà tó mú ní ìta lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Àwa la nìyẹn. Ibikíbi lákòókò yóò. Ẹja amúlùdún láyé ń bá kétékété. Mọ́níyà láwa ń bàdàn. Ẹja amúlùdún láyé ń bá kétékété.
My people, look here, face me like Facebook. Na go see Lisa, na go say na chameleon.
Time don't come for us to wake up.
My people.
Ẹ̀gùn pé kóyìn máa ma dùn.
Oyin ti ládùn láti ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló bá dùn.
Ẹ̀gùn pé kóyìn máa ma dùn.
Oyin ti ládùn láti ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló bá dùn tó.
Wọ́n ń bínú orí ni o.
Wọ́n ń bínú orí ni.
Àyìndé wọ́n ń bínú orí ni.
Wọ́n ń bínú orí ni.
Ẹ̀gùn pé kóyìn máa ma dùn.
Oyin ti ládùn láti ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló bá dùn tó.
Ẹ̀gùn pé kóyìn máa ma dùn.
Oyin ti ládùn láti ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló bá dùn tó.
Takasiki ní dábàá ń ṣẹṣọ ọmọ lélu ọdún. Wọ́n ń bínú orí ni.
Wọ́n ń bínú orí ni.
Bó bá jẹ́ tèrè alẹ́ kọrin bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin. Bó bá jẹ́ tèrè alẹ́ kọrin bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin. Bó jẹ́ ti ká pèdè alẹ́ pèdè bó jẹ́.
jẹ́ tó lórin ni. Bó bá jẹ́ ti ká pèdè, a lè pèdè bó jẹ́ tó lórin ni. Pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ lérè ijó wa ò bá pákà lè ṣe. Pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ lérè ijó wa ò bá pákà lè ṣe. Ẹ sọ pẹ̀lẹ́ lérè wa, gèrègèrè ò sí lérè tiwa. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, a lè kọrin. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, bó jẹ́ ti ká pèdè, a lè pèdè bó jẹ́ tó lórin ni. Ọkùnrin tó bá lẹ́jọ́ dìde kó kọjú sí bébì ẹ̀. Obìnrin tó bá lẹ́jọ́ dìde kó kọjú sí bọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀. Gbé bọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣàyà ẹ̀ dìde kẹ́ mú jòkè, ẹ̀ dìde kẹ́ mú jòkè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lẹ́jọ́ àdìtú ọkọ̀ ń bẹ lẹ́nu wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lẹ́jọ́ àdìtú ọkọ̀ ń bẹ lẹ́nu wa. Bó jẹ́ ti ká lòun lọ́ládé àyíndé là lóyìn lòun o. Bó bá sì jẹ́ ti ká lùlù àlùjọ lọ́wọ́ onílù àtàlùdùn àǹlùyẹyẹ. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, a lè kọrin. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, bó jẹ́ ti ká pèdè, a lè pèdè bó jẹ́ tó lórin ni. Duka Hausawa waka fujimu inajeshawu. Duka Hausawa waka fujimu inajeshawu. Kushiria kudashe, kushiria kudashe. Somo hirawa waka fuji. Duka Hausawa, Duka Hausawa. Sabode ala bi Muhammad. Kushiria kudashe. Somo hirawa waka fuji. Duka Hausawa, Duka Hausawa. Sabode ala bi Muhammad. Kushiria kudashe. Somo hirawa waka fuji. 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 Assalamu alaikum ya jama'a Hausawa. Ni ne sarki waka Kano. Ina kiran ku. Zo ku yi rawa mai buri. Da manya da talakawa. Duka Hausawa, Duka Hausawa. Sabode ala bi Muhammad. Kushiria kudashe. Somo hirawa waka fuji. Gbogbo ẹni lọ́mọ láyé, ẹ ò ní fojú sunkún ọmọ. Gbogbo ẹni lọ́mọ láyé, ẹ ò ní fojú sunkún ọmọ. Gbogbo ẹni tó ń sunkún ọmọ. Ìwọ ìyẹ̀mí, gbogbo àgbọn ni ó dọ́lọ́mọ tuntun. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, a lè kọrin. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, bó jẹ́ ti ká pèdè, a lè pèdè. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, a lè kọrin. Bó jẹ́ ti ká kọrin, bó jẹ́ ti ká pèdè, a lè pèdè. Bó jẹ́ tó lórin ni. sí òmùrera wa wá kọ́ fújì. Everybody, come on, let us dance. Rise up, everybody, come on, let us dance. Rise up, everybody, come on, let us dance. Rise up, everybody, come on, let us dance. To them, pick your partners, come on, let us dance. Rise up, everybody, come on, let us dance. Then pick your partner, come on, let us dance. Rise up, everybody, come on, let us dance. Baliga fún wa nílùú kájọ Túndé Baliga fún wa nílùú kájọ Túndé Baliga fún wa nílùú kájọ Túndé Baliga fún wa nílùú kájọ. Túndé Baliga fún ẹ̀dá fún wa nínú kájọ. Wá fún wa nínú ìlú dórí, wá fún wa nínú ìlú dórí. Wá fún wa nínú ìlú dórí, wá fún wa nínú ìlú dórí. Oye obulobia. Kaunu baego. Baego. Umuwoke na umuwae. Baego. Ego boye. Ego boye. Ego boye dema. Ego boye. Ego boye. Ego boye. Ego boye dema. Ego boye. Indigo. Indioma. Umuwoke na umuwae. Umuokoro na umuaboho. Ego bujibu. Ekuoma. Ego bujidima. Ego boje, ego boje, ego boje dema, ego boje, ego boje, ego boje, ego boje dema, ego boje. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa ń jẹ, kọjú sí bèbí yẹ, bèbí tó máa ń jẹ, kọjú sí bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ, gbé bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ ṣàyà, ijó barista, ẹ tẹ̀wọ̀ gbàjọ, ijó barista, ẹ tẹ̀wọ̀ gbàjọ. Joko milo, joko milo. Joko milo, joko milo. Joko milo. Honey. Ọmọdé yìí ti dàrẹ́ la. Ọmọdé honey. Joko milo. Joko milo. Joko milo. Láyé wo yálé oníṣẹ́mi, Ṣẹ́júbọ́lá òyìnbó ni. Bọ́lá ìwà ọkọ̀ ọmọ lára, àgbẹ̀kẹ̀ ajára tù mí. Ọkọ̀ ládùn ní ìrìn àjò ni. Tó ń jẹ́jẹ́ rí bá tù mí. Àwọn méjèèjì alẹ́ ajá. Ọmọ aláàjì kí n fẹ́ lómi. Ẹ̀dàmọ́ ló mú àrán. Tẹ́júmọ́ láàmì, òmù àrán nílé o. Ọmọ jẹ́fà ní òun tààtà àgbéjáde. Àlàbí bàbá Bísọ́lá, bàbá Bíbù, bàbá Mọ̀ṣúdì mi, bàbá Bọ́lá Jókòó kàdí ìjà tú mi, bàbá Fọlájọ mi rí ilé ìwànú wọn mú wa o. Àwádìí Bàṣírù Àyìnlá Báńgbọ́lá, ọ̀pájà Sílífàtù Àbíkẹ́ Adé, ọ̀pájà Umu wà ní Àdùnní Adé, ọkọ̀ mọ́kànlélé bá Sírátù mi, bàbá Símà bàbá Fàtáì mi, bàbá Kọ́dìrì bàbá Kásímì mi, bàbá Sẹ́míù mi ọmọ Olúkó, ọmọ ajá Síyáwó Adégbèyìnlé o, ọmọ o. Alábí mi sọ ní ọba alájà mọ́ríyámọ̀ dùnní ọba jàkúdìrà àdùnní ọlọ́run tó yìn ní bẹ́ńdẹ̀ nílé bàbá mẹ́ta bàbá sẹ́rífì mi bàbá rasaki bàbá látìfù bàbá láṣẹ ní bàbá mọ̀lẹ́kàtúmí bàbá bílíkìsù ọmọ olùmọ̀ràn nílé Alábí mi sọ ní ọmọ ajá sí àwòkùnrin wò. Àwọn òbí sí owó àmọ̀ṣe ọkọ̀ ọmọládùn ló mú àwọn o bí sí owó mi àmọ̀ṣe òbí sí o. Àwọn àdìsí rírì wà nù mí Àdìsá ọmọ onífàdé ọkọ̀ bá ìdásù mi ọkọ̀ bá òsà mi Àdìsá ilé wà nù. Ìmúlẹ́sẹ̀rí kì í wákà mi Àyìndé Àgbájé Adéyìnmí ká mi ọmọ bá lókun Àyìndé Adémi yín kábàárì wọn dá o. Ọmọ tá ń lè padà Tẹ́júmọ́lá Alábí ọmọ nílé owó ọmọ ọ̀gá ànájà ọmọ oníbàjẹ́ o ọmọ oníbàjẹ́ àríta ká o tí wọ́n ń kí bàbá tó tiẹ̀ lọ́mọ o àbísàlẹ̀ kótó dé. Ọmọ erin mi já ọgbà obìnrin èrè péjà ó gbọ̀nà ó bẹ́ mọ́ lórí ó bẹ́ mọ́ lẹ́nu ó bẹ́ mọ́ nípa ìdí ẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì ń bẹ́ mọ́ láti wọ̀gbẹ́ ó tójú ọgbẹ́ rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ jọ̀wọ́ má má tójú ọgbẹ́ jílẹ̀ lára mi o. Ọmọ ọ̀gá wọ́jà rìn ṣọmṣọm ọ̀bùn wọ́jà wá ìbá rádaràda ọ̀bùn rádaràda ní ìrẹ̀rù wá fíjú wọlé o. Ọmọ wọnú wọlá ọmọ ọmọọ̀là àjòkó orúkọ lẹ́sẹ̀ nílé bàbá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ ọmọ agúnyán tán kọrí sóko mọ̀ sí ọ̀wọ́ nílé bàbá rẹ o. Ọmọ olómù apẹ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀rá fájúmi àyà ìfúwọ́wọ́ o bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ rárẹ̀ ẹ̀rí Tẹ́júmọ́lá o àbí kẹ́rí bá ti rò bá ń gbọ́lá o àbí títún sí ìtàmì Àlàbí mi sáni o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ rárẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ rí wọn o bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ rárẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ rí wọn o ọ̀rẹ́ mẹ́ta kan jọra wọn tí wọ́n fi wá jọra wọn. Tẹ́júmọ́lá òun ò máa tọrẹ ajé òun ò máa tọrẹ ajé Ibrahim òun ò máa tọrẹ ajé òun ò máa tọrẹ ajé Báńgbọ́lá olóò máa pẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóò máa pẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóò máa pẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ títún sọyẹ ọ̀tá máa sọ̀kọ́ ọjọ́ ẹ̀dá máa sọ̀kọ́ ọjọ́ ẹ̀dá máa sọ̀kọ́ ọjọ́ Tẹ́júmọ́lá olóò máa pẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa Tẹ́júmọ́lá o kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa kò sí ohun mi o kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa ẹjú mi kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa kò sí ohun mi o kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa ìyàwó mi o kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Tẹ́júmọ́lá ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ àwọ̀ Àyìndé sí kírù kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀. Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Ẹjú mi kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Kò sí owó mi o, kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Ìyàwó mi o, kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Tẹ́júmọ́lá ọ̀rẹ́ mi, kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Àwọ̀ Àyìndé sí kírù, kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa.
Ilé-iṣẹ́ rédíò tó dáwọ́
Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa.
99.1 FM.
Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa. Ẹjú mi kò sí ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wa.
àwa la jẹ́ nọ́mbà wá bá ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ bó ti ṣe ń lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ètò tó fa wọ́n yọ àtàwọn ìròyìn tó fọgbọ́n yọ àti ìpolówó ọjà tó mú ní ìta lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwa la nìyẹn ibikíbi lákòókò yó rédíò Amúlùdùn láyé ń bá kétékété Moniya láwa ń bàdàn rédíò Amúlùdùn láyé ń bá kétékété.
Amúlùdùn FM 99.1 ní Moniya ń bàdàn ló máa ń múnú àwa dùn.
ìwọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tẹ́tí ò gbọ́ bó ṣe ń dún Amúlùdùn FM 99.1 ó milẹ̀ jìjìjì sétí aráyé jọ̀wọ́ má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ o àtàwọn yọ àní ò má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ o àtàwọn yọ ó yá ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàwọn yọ ètò àtàtà lóríṣiríṣi àtàwọn yọ ìròyìn àsìkò tó kún rẹ́rẹ́ àtàwọn yọ pákó lówó ọjà lọ́dọ̀ tí a àtàwọn yọ gbogbo ayé ló ń gbọ́ wá àtàwọn yọ ẹ̀yin tèmi abẹ́lé nǹkan àtàwọn yọ ó yá máa ń gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ ṣe àtàwọn yọ Amúlùdùn FM Moniya ní Ìbàdàn àtàwọn yọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàwọn yọ.
Gbogbo ayé ẹgbọ́n rédíò gbogbo ayé ẹgbọ́n rédíò kò ṣe dé tí kì í sàn gbogbo ayé ẹgbọ́n rédíò.
Amúlùdùn FM 99.1 ni gbogbo ayé ń gbọ́ ẹ̀yin náà máa gbọ́.
ọlọ́run àná ọlọ́run ọ̀la. mo jí lówùrọ̀ máa wọ́jú ẹ̀ ò bàbá máa rọmi sínú wájú mi máa ṣàwàlá o. lówùrọ̀ màràwọ̀ fọlọ́run torí tá a bá sùn o ikú la kú. tá a bá lajú lají sáyé ta ló ń ṣèrú ẹ̀ àfẹlẹ́dùmarè ọba.
kam wakam Saidi nuara. Déwálé mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Àyùbá mo tọ́ pẹ́ dá lọ́wọ́ fàdà mi tó jẹ́ mùsùlùmí o. Pàgbé Kùránì sílẹ̀ sọ mí lórúkọ wọ́n sọmọ náà láyùbá orúkọ ànábì kan ni. Adéwálé má ṣe bá lọ́wọ́ ràn lọ́hùn wọn bá má ṣe bá bàbá o wọ́n ṣe bá màmá o. Torí màmá mi ló ń wakọ̀ bàbá ló ń fún lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àgbẹ̀tàn lẹ́tàn ìyẹn làbí mọ́ lẹ́mọ́. Iṣẹ́ òru iṣẹ́ ọ̀sán tó fi bí mi lọ́mọ oríire tọ́mọ bá ṣe iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ bí ẹni o mo ṣe bá yeye ọlọ́mọ abọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ yeye Àlímọ̀ Ṣàdíyà mama Déwálé Àyùbá kó dára fún mi mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ mi níṣẹ́. Ọpẹ́ mi kò tó. Ìṣẹ́jú ni ó máa dúpẹ́. Ọpẹ́ mi kò tó. Ojoojúmọ́ ni ó máa yọ. Ọpẹ́ mi kò tó. Ojoojúmọ́ ni ó máa dúpẹ́. Ọpẹ́ mi kò tó. Ojoojúmọ́ ni ó máa yọ. Àwa là ń lọ, àwa là ń bọ̀.